Hey, Rob Weissman here, and right now we're going to go over one of the most important parts of getting your local service ad off the ground, and that is getting local service ad reviews. Now, right here, we're looking at a review page of one of our local service ad profiles. So you can see it says here we've received 12, and we can ask for review 62, and then down here it shows the reviews that we've gotten for this page. So one of the most common mistakes that people make is they use their Google My Business reviews on your local service page. Now, your Google My Business reviews will show up, but they will not impact your rankings. So if you want to use your local service ad to generate a decent amount of leads and to maintain a top 3 position in the local service ad rankings, you need to use your local service ad link to get your page started. So in your dashboard, you go to Business Verification, you go to Customer Reviews, you copy this link right here, right? If this is your first time or it's not set up yet, it will ask you to select one of however many links, but basically you choose one link, it places it here, and this is now forever your Google Local Services ad link. When we are first starting this page, you're going to use, it says here, at least 5. We recommend 10 to 15 at the start, depending on the competition in your area. Part of what we do when we set up your profile for you is we do an analysis of the competition in your area, and if it seems like you'll need a specific number of leads to get going, we'll let you know. A specific number of reviews to get going, we'll let you know what your target is. For the time being, you take this link. If you're working to set this up with us, we'll have sent it to you. Once you have this link, begin sending it to as many people as you can who will, vouch that you are a good agent, a responsible person, and so forth. Now, a few things to note when gathering these reviews. One, Google does screen the reviews, right? So they do take a few days to show up. They have some sort of screening process where they'll check for the review validity, and occasionally they can block a review from showing up. We haven't seen it happen too much as long as you follow these guidelines. Now, Google wants to see, ideally, that the reviews are from a local IP address, an IP address or a location sort of within your service area. Now, this is not to say they won't accept reviews from outside your service area, but they do weight them a little differently. So that's one, try to get reviews mostly from people within your location. Though if you're getting reviews from people outside, that's fine too, but they're just not as impactful on your ranking. So keep that in mind. Two, if when you're gathering reviews, we've seen people do this before. They'll go to their office building and they'll gather reviews from 13, 30 people, however many people in their office. They'll gather reviews from everyone in the office. If everyone leaving in the review is leaving the review from the same internet connection, Google will flag that and will block the majority of the reviews, right? So if when you're requesting reviews from many people, make sure they're not all using the same internet connection. That could be an office building. That could be if you're at, if you're at home or you're asking friends, family members, or if you're asking people who live in the same household to both leave you a review, right? These could all be scenarios where people might use the same internet connection. So if you're working with that sort of scenario, make sure you tell them, hey, we need you to use different internet connections. The easiest way to do that is by giving them this link on their phones and having them use their cellular connection, their cellular data to leave the review. That pretty much ensures that it'll be both a local review and it'll be on a unique connection. All right, so that's pretty much all you need to know about getting these. We'll just take a quick look at what that looks like. So when someone pulls it up, they're shown a screen like this. They do have to be signed in to Google in order to see this screen. It'll say posting publicly, it'll have the stars. You want to make sure they know to leave you a 5-star review. Date of service is not necessary. They can choose that, but it's not required. And then also they do not have to write anything. But it's always a bonus to have someone leave a little bit of text saying why you are a great agent. So let's take a look at the reviews we already have on this page here. All right, so we have a total of 12 reviews, right? And you see these were all gathered when we first made the page, right? So 9 months ago, 7 months ago, right, Zach has been consistently sending out this link, right, that very same link I was just showing you, to people, clients, people that he speaks with, and gathering reviews through there. This is really important to get your page going. Once you start closing these leads, like a client comes into the page, successful transaction is closed, or the client comes into the page and likes you enough that you think they would leave you a review even if they haven't closed with you. One or the other. Google doesn't specify. What you can do is you go into the ask for a review page, and these are all leads that have already come in, right? So you would go to ask for a review. You would go say we just spoke with Candace, and she, we successfully, she appreciated the information we gave her, and we're going to say, hey Candace, we should do us a big favor. We're going to ask you for a 5-star review. Let us know how our team did, and we're going to hit that button. And we're going to hit send, right? That's going to send a request directly from Google to Candace. It's going to say, hey, how would you rate your interaction with the Real Property Team Portland through Google Local Services? Those reviews are the most impactful, and those will show up like this. It will say Google verified job, right? And it has the highest impact on your ranking, and on how likely Google is to send you leads. So the thing with a local service ad profile is, one, at the start, you need to use the local service ad review link from the business verification page. 10 to 15 of these reviews should cement you in most markets a strong enough lead to begin receiving a lot of calls and a lot of leads. Once you receive calls and leads, you want to shift your focus onto getting reviews directly through that dashboard, through that ask for reviews, in order to sustain your page. So at a certain point, we will stop using that local service ad link, and we're going to pretty much only ask for reviews through this window to get the very best reviews. Hope that was helpful. If you have any other questions about getting your local service ad reviews, make sure you reach out to us, email, text. If you're watching this, you likely know how to get in touch with us. Take care.